Liberal Party and the United Nationalist Alliance prepare for their proclamation rallies on the eve of the official campaign period. The Philippine National Police reports over 740 people were arrested since the election gun ban took effect. Operations to extract the USS Guardian from the Tubataha Reef grinds to a halt due to unfavorable weather conditions. Justice Secretary Laila de Lima says Aman Futures founder Manuel Amalilio needs to serve at least 15 months of his jail term in Malaysia before he can be repatriated. And the main index of the Philippine Stock Exchange tops 6,500 for the first time as foreign direct investments in 2012 reached $1.2 billion. The Liberal Party will hold its proclamation rally tomorrow at the historic Plaza Miranda, where President Aquino is expected to endorse administration coalition candidates. Ina Andolong has the details.
President Aquino personally selected the venue for the Liberal Party's proclamation rally tomorrow night. LP will kick off its campaign for its senatorial bets at Plaza Miranda, a place which is historically significant to the party. In 1971, a bombing incident disrupted LP's campaign rally at Plaza Miranda, killing 9 people and injuring close to 100, including prominent party members.
Tulad din nung mga ipinaglalaban noong nangyari ang Plaza Miranda bombing, na alam natin talagang sa kapanahunan ng kung ang nilalabanan noon ay diktatorya, ang nilalabanan naman ngayon ay katiwalian at kahirapan.
After announcing plans to elevate the campaign to a higher level, LP's proclamation rally will be graced by its celebrity members, like Aga Mulak and his wife Charlene, who are said to be hosting the event. All 12 LP senatorial candidates will be there to deliver a speech not exceeding 8 minutes each. To further highlight his all-out support for the slate, only the president will be delivering an endorsement speech.
The president is calling the shots as far as these elections are concerned because he really wants to be able to ensure that what he has done over the last 3 years, he will be able to sustain and continue.
LP officials say their 3 common candidates with UNA have assured them that they will not join their rival sorties. LP sorties will be done by region. This week, their candidates, who will be divided into smaller groups, will be visiting nearby provinces in the south. Next week, they will head to Visayas, then move to Mindanao in the last week of the month. Individual campaigns, however, are expected.
They committed to join the LP activities. Now, we hope that they will be true to their words.
Recent surveys have mostly shown a tie between LP and UNA candidates entering the Magic 12. This is still far from LP's target of a 12-0 sweep. The party, however, is not worried, saying surveys at the start of the campaign still tend to change later in the game. Besides, the party believes the president's endorsement power is stronger now than in 2010. The public can also expect more of LP media advertisements with the start of the official campaign period tomorrow. While the LP didn't give a figure on how much they've spent so far on the pre-campaign ads, LP assures the public that all expenses and campaign contributions will be reported and declared before COMELEC. Similar to the 2010 elections, the party plans to be strict in accepting campaign funds to ensure that people who will be donating resources are not those who expect favors in return. Ina Andolong, Solar News.
President Aquino makes a landmark peace mission as he visits the stronghold of the Moro Islamic Liberation Front in Maguindanao for the launch of a socio-economic program for the MILF community. David Santos tells us more live from Cotabato City. David?
The ongoing peace talks between the national government and the MILF reaches higher level today, with no less than President Aquino coming to the so-called heartland of Moro Rebellion here in central Mindanao. This move is seen to boost further the confidence between the two panels as they reach the concluding stage of the peace negotiations. After spearheading the launching of the government's socio-economic package with For the MILF communities in Sultan Kudarat town, Mr. Aquino confirmed that the peace talks is likely to be completed before the end of March. The GPH-MILF peace panels are set to meet again in Kuala Lumpur by the end of this month to finalize discussions on the annexes or the remaining contentious issues of the Bangsamoro Framework Agreement, which include power and wealth sharing as well as the fragile process of normalization. Malacanang is set to announce hopefully before the end of the week the names of those who will compose the 15-man transition commission that will craft the basic law creating the Bangsamoro government. The new government will eventually replace the autonomous region in Muslim Mindanao by 2016. The president was notably in high spirits during his historic trip here in Maguindanao, despite having to shuttle to different locations in the province to initiate peace-building programs. Mr. Aquino was seen throughout the day smiling and showed no signs of weariness. Early on, the president led the launching of the Sujahatra Bangsamoro, a specially funded program aimed to improve the health, education, and livelihood conditions in MILF and other conflict-torn communities in central Mindanao. He distributed PhilHealth insurance membership cards to MILF combatants and their families to show that the rebel group is now embracing government's basic services. Throughout the morning, MILF chairman Alhaj Murad Ibrahim played host to the president. It was also a significant moment for the Aquino legacy since 25 years ago, Mr. Aquino's mother, the late President Cory Aquino, secretly met with Murad in Cotabato City to explore then the possibility of talking peace with the MILF. Later in the afternoon, the president witnessed a friendly football match organized by the AFP inside the Army's 6th Infantry Division camp in Datu Odin, Sinsua town. Presidential Peace Advisor Ging Deles said that even the military will also benefit from the unfolding successes of the GPH-MILF peace talks, pointing out that the reduced incidence of conflict will lessen the risk that government forces will have to deal with. Mai?
Thank you, David. That was David Santos reporting live from Cotabato. Thank you, Hazel. Hazel Dizon there reporting live from EDSA Shaw in Mandaluyong. President Aquino deferred the EDSA rehabilitation project to iron out the inconveniences it might pose to motorists. Now, the Metro Manila Development Authority proposes several measures prior to the actual road repair. George Cahiles has that story.
The major concern of the Metro Manila Development Authority in the planned EDSA rehabilitation project is the traffic jam that it will cause. A study of the MMDA shows that if the project will push through, travel time from EDSA Taft to Monumento during rush hour will be increased by 2 hours. 130,000 vehicles or 40% of the total volume of vehicles will not be able to traverse EDSA daily. With this, the MMDA is proposing several measures before the actual road rehabilitation. First, the immediate construction of the integrated provincial bus terminals. Second, the reblocking of badly damaged pavements of EDSA during weekends. And third, the improvement of possible alternate routes in case 2 lanes of EDSA will be closed. The MMDA says after the construction of the integrated provincial bus terminals, around 7,000 buses will no longer ply EDSA.
Yung sinabi ko kay Secretary Abaya, kahit hindi ganun kaganda, para ma-jumpstart na lang habang nakalipat na, tsaka ayusin.
Tolentino says the structural design of the bus terminals were already presented and the bidding process may start April this year. The integrated bus terminals will be constructed in North Avenue, FTI Taguig, and near Coastal Road. Meanwhile, the MMDA says only 7.88% of EDSA needs to be reblocked.
Ang total area ng EDSA is around 800,000 square meters. So, i-compare mo yung 62,000 na for reblocking nila, it's around 7.88% na lang. So, baka uubra na gawin na lang nila kapag weekends.
Resho says since the EDSA rehabilitation is on hold, the DPWH may opt to do the reblocking little by little during weekends. She says the MMDA is willing to give permit if the DPWH decides to operate that way. George Cahiles, Solar News.
medical legal expert from the Public Attorney's Office says a witness to the slay case of environmentalist Jerry Ortega did not commit suicide. Autopsy reports revealed the victim was actually murdered. Joyce Ilas has this story.
The key witness in the murder of environmentalist and broadcaster Jerry Ortega was killed.
Let's now get the sports wrap with Gino Rufino. Gino?
Thanks, Mai. Got some football news, an update on the PGA Tour and the NBA Daily lined up. But we start the sports wrap, serving you up some tennis news. Argentine Horacio Zeballos sprung a major surprise by beating the comebacking Rafael Nadal 6-7, 7-6, 6-4 to win the Chilean Open on Sunday and clinch the first title of his career. World number 73 Zeballos held his nerve in the final set, breaking Nadal when he was serving to stay in the match to seal victory after almost 3 hours in the Pacific Coast city of Medina del Mar. FedEx Cup champion Brandt Snedeker maintained his sizzling form this season by moving into a two-way tie for the lead with fellow American James Hahn after the third round of the Pebble Beach National Pro-Am on Saturday. Snedeker, helped by a run of 5 birdies and 6 holes around the turn, fired a 4-under par 68 that left him at 12 under 202 and level with PGA Tour rookie Hahn, who carded a 6-under 66 at Spyglass Hill, the most difficult of the 3 venues being used this week. Cristiano Ronaldo helped Real Madrid prime its attack for its highly anticipated Champions League clash with Manchester United by scoring his 21st career hat-trick in a 4-1 home win over Sevilla. After a defensive blunder let Karim Benzema open for Madrid 18 minutes in, Ronaldo unleashed an unstoppable strike to double the advantage in the 26th. The Portuguese star then went on to find the back of the net twice more after halftime. Ronaldo did his best to make amends for his own goal that cost Madrid a loss at Granada in the last round, with his 22nd, 23rd, and 24th goals in La Liga this season. Only Barcelona's Lionel Messi, with 34, has scored more. Madrid remain in third place on 46 points, trailing their arch-rivals Barcelona by 13 points. 10 games in the NBA today, including a classic triple overtime thriller in Beantown, but you'll have to watch that one on the Source Sports Desk. Right now, let's head to the Barclays Center, where a struggling Nets team face a depleted Spurs roster. Despite the Spurs playing without Tim Duncan and Manu Ginobili, the Nets couldn't take advantage, although the hosts were up by 6 points at the break, as Brook Lopez led the way with 18 points and 9 boards to go along with 2 blocks, while Joe Johnson added 19 points of his own. Then, the Spurs came out in the second half and blitzed the Nets, outscoring them 60-29 in the final 2 periods. Tony Parker led the way with 29 points and 11 assists, while Danny Green added 14 points as the Spurs win 111-86. For more on the NBA and a complete wrap of the sports today, tune into the Solar Sports Desk tonight at 10:30 p.m. In the meantime, log on to www.solarsportsdesk.ph for all the latest in the world of sports. That's all for now. I'm Gino Rufino. Back to you, Mai.
Now, an eyewitness blamed the police for causing a stampede that killed several Hindu pilgrims in India. That and more in this Around Asia update from Claire Sildran. Menchu Macapagal now joins us for the latest in entertainment. Menchu?